Hello there, Cancer, and welcome to your full moon oracle messages. I hope you're doing well. Now, Cancer, my 1-year-old cat Lenny is also taking a nap and has joined the reading. And before we get into your oracle messages for this full moon, I want to let you know that Spirit says that this full moon uncovers the river of memory flowing with generational healing and new light. May your heart remember its sacred rhythm and your waters turn into waves of blessings. Ooh, so Cancer. Let's take a look and see what else your full moon oracle messages are. And Cancer, this is something that you want to listen to on or around a full moon. And just keep in mind that this is a general reading, so, take what resonates, but either you're in the place of releasing or completing or celebrating something during this full moon cycle. So just take what resonates for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm just kind of chuckling just because I'm seeing the dragonfly right here, and you've got this dragonfly spirit here. All right, now Cancer, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. See, you're completing something. So notice all of these things that you have completed. And it doesn't necessarily mean, things, right? But also spiritually or growth-wise here. Because there's something shimmering here with brilliance, or it's about to, okay? So have no fear. Have a lot of confidence in yourself, because Spirit is saying there may have been energies or a certain energy just trying to pull you in a place where you don't belong. Some type of darkness or negativity, okay? But you're outwitting, outgrowing, and outshining a situation here. All right, so let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh my goodness. Okay, Cancer, celebrate abundance. Notice how even the smallest things can make you feel abundant. For example, just having a little extra time to yourself, or being able to pamper yourself, or being able to invest in something wise here. Anyhow, lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So you are celebrating your renewal. So Spirit is saying you've got some positive things to celebrate during this full moon, because you have been completing something here. Let's see what else. Judgment. This is renewal. This is exactly what the dragonfly spirit is letting you know. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life, and that's exactly what you've been doing. This isn't about judgment in a place where we feel punished. It's just about a review. One owns review of self here. Seeing how deep we can go with something, getting to possibly the root of something. Speaking of the root of something, what did Spirit say at the beginning here? The moon uncovers the river of memory flowing with generational healing and new light. Generational healing. Some type of truth here has come through. So you can trust whatever information you're receiving. You're getting blessed in many areas of your life here. Spiritually, also, I would say your gifts, right? Your natural abilities to hone in on things in the seen and unseen, and also materially here with the abundance card. You're okay, celebrate now. Wow, celebrations. You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. I mean, this is so perfect with the full moon, Because again, you know, take what resonates for you and how it resonates for you. You're either releasing, completing, or celebrating something. And it's just so perfect that you got the celebrations here. Things are coming together beautifully. And I feel one of the things that you're finding out too with this Dragonfly spirit and this Judgment card is a situation where you're honoring something about you, your sovereignty, or excuse me, your sovereignty, and also being able to cooperate with others, right? So it's not about, you know, disconnecting. It's about reconnecting in a way where you are feeling empowered and more in control of yourself and able to support others on their endeavors. But somehow we found, you know, some type of great alignment with like interdependence here. So let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, new beginnings. This is, it just is getting better and better. I feel this is what's happening here. You know, your full moon energy is all about a sense of new beginning. Completion happens with, you know, because it is followed by a new beginning. So directions and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. You're so ready to let go of the past. Now, for some, you might be in the midst of letting go. Be patient with yourself. Know what you have to look forward to. You're not on someone else's timeline. You're on your own timeline. You will receive the key that you need, Cancer. You've received this key, which I see as a key that's not available for everyone, right? So this is like access to something sacred here. Make sure you're taking time to celebrate yourself, you know? Look at your achievements. Look at yourself. Give yourself some type of great compliment. Appreciate yourself. And hopefully you are, or you're learning to. And I would say a lot of you Cancers may have dealt with, if we're talking about generational healing, you may have seen a pattern where there wasn't so much support. Maybe even, you know, in some type of role, right? Traditional role, I would say, or conventional role. Whether it's conventional or not, you're finding something out about support. Let's continue. Sadness in home. My goodness. Spirit was just saying this. Excuse me. Wasn't there something about your oh no, I think I was saying something about your home, or I'm getting something about you coming back home to yourself. This is the Judgment card here. Sadness. Home. There may be a feeling of homesickness here. Let's get more. We got, I'm getting a lot of water sign here. So let's get more about the sadness, about this home here. What does Cancer need to know? A lot of you Cancers have completed, you are completing a period where it was hard. We had to grieve something. Wow, Cancer, the Chariot came out. Now, we're not working with tarot, but in tarot, if we were, the Chariot is associated with your zodiac sign. So charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focus. So see, there's something about you maintaining a sense of balance. And remember I was saying you're like returning home to yourself or something like that. I don't know. I was saying something about home, but here you are. I mean, you're showing up in your own reading, your own full moon reading, by the way, which I like too. So Cancer, Spirit is saying, no matter where you end up, you're always capable and able to achieve some type of balance here, especially when it comes to not feeling lost. even when you don't feel at home in your surroundings, or maybe for some of you, you're still trying to get comfortable with your surroundings. It's not about that. It's about feeling right at home in your own physical vessel, knowing that you're always tied to spirit, always. And that's what brings you back home here. So listen to your heart. You know, you're getting a heart's fulfillment here. And I would say, Cancer, wow, there is something strong about your energy right now. I would just say you've got success and victory, perhaps being out in the limelight. You know, there's something that is really exhilarating for you in many areas of your life. Charge ahead confidently here. You're getting over some type of upset or some type of unbalance here. What else? A blessing for the right words. We might be having conversations, powerful conversations. I can see that with the Chariot. You know, the Chariot is an energy where we're overcoming obstacles. And if there is an obstacle, what Spirit is saying, whether it's an obstacle or not, maybe it's just having to confront something that maybe we're just not used to because we are finding some type of new power. And so Spirit is letting you know that you are blessed or will be blessed with the right words to communicate effectively, to get anything or anyone out of the way if they are in the way of your success, of your victory, of your achievement, of you getting to a place where you feel home sweet home. What else? Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. This is transformation. This is what you're doing, Cancer. And, you know, there may be something here where we could be feeling a little stuck in the rut. So I would say there could be, just take it if it resonates, you know, an obstacle where we could feel like we're trapped in some type of situation. We're constantly looking at the same thing, doing the same thing, and it could be triggering a same cycle. But this is your chance to break any cycles or patterns, you know. And for some of you, this is the full moon is illuminating what has already been broken. And so Spirit wants you to celebrate it, right? When you celebrate it, you start to solidify it. So we don't have something that feels like it's on repeat. Okay, let's see what else. Wow, you got the Lovers here. Something magnificent is happening here when it comes to an ideal, comfortable situation for you, Cancer. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. I can see it. See, we're just talking about it. It's the past or the future here, right? But I'm going to get a little bit more too with the Lovers. Now, if this was tarot, this would be, I would say, closely associated with Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini. Yeah, this full moon is absolutely healing the past, and it's revealing peace. And Cancer, what is happening is an emotional rebirth for you. That's what this judgment is bringing, an emotional rebirth. Spirit, let's get more about this Lovers here for Cancer. Just know, Cancer, Spirit is absolutely calling you home to your heart. Look at this. The world. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. You're getting this again. I feel like we got something about, you know, things in all areas of your life. Oh, that abundance. Be open to new possibilities. There are two paths ahead. Just be true to yourself. Celebrate yourself. This is your moment. I mean, look at this. We've got completion. We've got the world. Oh, Cancer, you should be incredibly proud of yourself. or at least know what you have to look forward to, okay? What else? Cancer, it's just getting better and better. And I just feel this is what's going to be happening. You're just going to notice things are just getting better and better. It's like finally, right? A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Yeah, I'm getting something about your energy. It's just, it's exuding to me like star energy. Like I just feel that people are noticing something about you, or there's just something that's going on with you. And you know, you need to celebrate that too, right? And maybe some of you guys, you like it. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe some of you are shy of it, but you know, I would say don't hide yourself. You know, there's something about your energy, you know, radiating something to be proud of in the world, because spirit is proud of you. So of course we have some type of union with the lovers here between you, your higher self, and the divine. Something intertwined here that is sacred and divine, because you have completed something, but not only completed something, you've activated some type of new soul contract. This is something that I would say, if I was you, I'd want to experience. Let things come together by not giving into something here with the past here. Oh, yeah, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. You know, I would say you are in or coming into a very advantageous time in your life, Cancer. I'm not joking. I mean, it's like, you know, anything or anyone that even tries to hinder your progress, either you or divine intervention will deal with it, because there's nothing that's going to stop you from, you know, reaching a level of respect, honor, maybe even a position of leadership here and not questioning it. Charge ahead magnificently. I get Leo coming through with this lion energy. I think it's kind of perfect too. You know, this is a timeless reading, but at this time of publishing, you know, we are heading into the Lion's Gate. Wow, we got a lot going on here. You've got, you know, the powers of yourself, right? First and foremost, and the powers of spirit, the powers of the planetary transit cycles, lunar cycles. So let's work with it, baby. Let's celebrate it. All right, let's see what else. A blessing from your ancestors. Oh my goodness. They are so proud of you. My goodness. And like, it's real deep. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is going deep. Like, it almost makes me want to cry here. And I feel that this is why you're feeling sadness, but it's not that type of sadness. There may have been something here about maybe misinterpreting something here. You know, there may be an inkling, just an inkling of feeling the sadness from your ancestors, but it's not the sadness that you think it is. It's sadness that they know you came in having to carry something, whether it was good or bad or not, but most likely it was some type of pattern here. And, you know, they see you as a blessing because you broke something here. Some type of pattern that doesn't belong any longer here. And so, of course, you're getting a blessing from your ancestors. Gifts, things arriving right on time, or maybe even in unexplainable ways. Let's get more about the blessings from your ancestors. See, I was getting this thing about divine intervention. See, there's nothing, I mean, you've got spiritual backup, ancestor backup. There's nothing that's going to stop you from moving forward here, because they know what it took as a soul to go through this period of transformation. You definitely nailed it here when you come to a place of completing something important at this time. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. Okay, this is a blessing from your ancestors. Doesn't it make sense? You've inherited, see, good or bad, it doesn't matter, but you are celebrating. You're releasing what's no longer needed here, but at the same time, amplifying and enhancing the gifts that were bestowed onto you. You came into this life equipped with spiritual gifts, enhancements, activations, and codes that were meant to be activated at certain times on your soul's journey. And my cat just laid his head right into my hand. Oh my God. So this is telling me that something is going to literally, okay, there's some blessing from your ancestors. It's going to just literally lay into your hands here. I mean, it's just going to fit like a glove, right, Lenny? Oh my God. Okay, Lenny. Wow, he's so cuddly. All right, so let's continue. Oh yeah, and also this is an energy here too, that a blessing from your ancestors. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. They just want you to be careful, okay? And you know where you need to use maybe good discernment here. I thought that Lenny was going to take a nap, so I might have to just, you know, take him out for a second here. Hang on, Cancer. Okay, so Lenny, I just had, yeah, he's just moving too much. All right, so now let's continue with your reading. It's going really good, okay, really good. Now, I also want to bring something up too. Because you're attracting such great fortune and blessings, you know, there may be some snake-like energy trying to, you know, sly or sneak their way into, you know, your good fortune. So this is why you just need to be careful, okay? And stay open here to positive energy. It's a gift and blessings from your ancestors. Let's see what else. Okay, you know what? It's just, oh my goodness. Cancer, I really am so incredibly happy for you. I love your full moon oracle messages. I feel like it's like it's finally your time, Cancer. I feel like you guys might have felt in the background for so long. You know, I don't know. And now it's like a big shift here. I mean, look at this. You got the Sun card. See, I definitely get something about star type of energy with you. You're definitely a lighthouse. You're definitely star quality. You know, Spirit planted you here as a star seed, first and foremost, Cancer. So you're always, you know, meant to be right where you are. So don't ever question whether or not you're in the right place at the right time. All you got to do right now is just open your heart to, what does that say? Enormous growth ahead. Oh my gosh. Finally, right? I just feel like it's like finally for you. Enormous growth ahead in a lot of areas of your life. That's why. It's not just one area. And this is why it's going to feel enormous. This is why you're having some type of emotional rebirth. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, you just can't make this up. You just can't. Okay, look, oh my gosh, Cancer. I'm just getting so excited for you. Look at this. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. You are absolutely celebrating completion. Keep looking forward. Every time you keep looking forward to the future with excitement and curiosity, you're weaving new wishes and dreams into your destiny. You've taken over your destiny in a way where it's becoming masterful for you. This is a blessing from your ancestors. They knew you would rise to a situation. They knew you were the one. And so there's an immense amount of gratitude. See, this is the feeling that I'm getting. There's so much gratitude from your ancestors that it's overflowing, like tears of joy. Let's continue. Flowers. There may be plants or different flowers calling you too. So, do whatever you want to do to be inspired by beauty. Surround yourself around things that make you feel good, beautiful, abundant. That's part of you celebrating too. You're coming into a place, if you're not there yet, where you can really be in a place of surrendering to generosity from others and also you being generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. I mean, we're in a place of preparing to really celebrate a blossoming of all kinds of things going good, not just one area of your life. This is the thing. Wow, let's continue. Patience. So slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. With this lion energy, we got this lion that's roaring here, right? So we do have to be careful. So I do feel that there may be some, maybe family members, friends, some old energy, some old people, whatever, may test your patience. But if you slow down and harness what's really going on, you're going to be fine here. And the snake is saying, take a sly, subtle, slow approach to things. Now with this patience, this to me is signifying that you've arrived right on time here. And when you slow down, you're automatically changing the frequency. You're saying, I am abundant enough that I can slow down. I don't have to rush. Things are going in my favor because they are. What else? There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. And this is exactly what you're going through because you're completing something here. And you've got like spiritual insights, awareness, activations happening. So pay attention here. Now there may be a wise elder. Okay, maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's someone that just feels like family. Whoever this person is, be open, to their wisdom because they're able and capable of seeing through illusions. They just don't share it with everybody, but they will share it with the ones that are open to it, that are asking for it. But for some of you Cancers, you could also be this person for someone where you just find yourself at the right place at the right time and you just start opening up things because you've been activated and are receiving downloads from spirit too. So we absolutely have to have patience during this time. You're gaining spiritual messages, which is important as we navigate through the physical. See, self-love, patience, being able to give yourself permission to do what you want to do. Taking ownership of maybe things that you felt denied by others in the past here. And now you don't feel the need to ask, beg, or chase. You are the one others are attracted to. If you haven't figured that out. Maybe you have for some of you. But give yourself time to appreciate yourself here. I mean, look at that star quality here. This is you as this flower too, just allowing yourself to blossom. Not feeling crowded. Allowing yourself to blossom. What else? Yeah, you're letting go. This card came out a little challenging. Oh, it landed on that judgment. So let's get more about this letting go here. You know, Cancer, as you know, right? It's never easy to let go. And it does take some time. But keep looking towards the future here. Let's get more with this letting go for Cancer, please. Beauty. There's something about self-worth, not giving into low self-esteem at this time. In fact, this is going to be your magic right now, is to really believe in yourself. Believe your star quality. You know, number 17 in tarot is like star card. But I mean, we already have it here. Look at that. Whether you're male or female, you know, this is just reflecting back to you what you are owning, what you are in tuned with. That you are beautiful inside and out because you do hold sacred energies, okay? And now, look at this snake. Now we've gotten control over this snake, right? We know not to put ourselves in a vulnerable position unless, you know, unless we are in a place where we can feel safe to do so. And I would say that's what's happening here. That's what you're transitioning into. So don't hold back when the time comes for you to just open yourself up. I feel like this energy and this connection that you're coming into, or the connections, it's like a safe place too for you to, you know, maybe share some maybe otherworldly wisdom, okay, that you have or hold or will be downloaded with. So let go of this old belief that maybe you aren't worthy, or maybe something where, you know, it's easy to be critical on one's own self, but Spirit's saying that's not going to work for you now. And you could have had some family members here too, or, you know, something happened here where there was just a lot, you felt judged, maybe a lot. But you're seeing that those judgments are coming from their own generational problems, right? Things that have been unhealed. So see, you've got new beginner's place here. How teachable are you? And this is where you're putting yourself at, in a place of new beginnings. You've cycled out something, you've completed something here, and now we're at a new beginning. So let's get more about how teachable are you? What's important for Cancer to know about how teachable are you? Sexuality. Woo, Cancer. We're just talking about, you know, opening yourself up in a place where you feel safe to be vulnerable, intimate, and also, you know, exploring what is right for you without carrying any type of guilt or shame. And that could be generational too. That could be something that you may have carried from, you know, the ancestors in a way. But Spirit is saying, how teachable are you, especially when it comes to your own sexuality, loving yourself, loving your body, understanding that it is a sacred vessel, that it's meant to be cherished and treasured here, that you can have, you know, a divine sex life if that's what you want. But there is something here where you're learning something new about you and pleasures here. What else? Take off your masks. This is what you're doing. Not that you... Now, when this card says take off your masks, you know, don't be triggered by that. Hopefully you're not. It's just about, you know, you're done playing like a certain role, right? I mean, we all have different roles in life, you know, where some people are mothers, fathers at the same time. They could be bosses or employees, you know, and a sister, an aunt, an uncle, you know, that a neighbor, right? You know, you play all these different roles, but Now what's happening is you're taking ownership of some type of divine sovereignty, or excuse me, sovereignty of your own self, and you're not playing any roles anymore, or you know, maybe even what others are expecting of you. It's like, really, the masks that I see are expectations. So you're just taking off expectations, whether they were projected from others or yourself. And you're just saying, no more. I'm gonna be me. And I am getting something to take it if it resonates. I feel that you're doing something about taking more control of not feeling like your time and your energy is being split up so much. Let's continue. And we got dreams. Ooh. See, know your dream. Know you're worthy of these beautiful dreams that you carry in your heart, that you've been encoded with. Yes, you've been encoded with certain dreams. You're activating it. You are most likely having prophetic dreams here. So let's get more about dreams for Cancer. It's perfect with the full moon. And yes, with the full moon can bring out, you know, strong emotions too. So just honor that. Courage. Yeah, to go forth with your dream. See that lion spirit? There's a reason why you've got a fierce guardian on the other side in the unseen, fiercely protecting your dream. So don't be saddened by something. Some of you may feel that a dream did not come true, and there's going to be a breakthrough with you realizing that it is coming true. It's just coming true in a way that you didn't expect, but you're going to have the courage, you know, to go forth here and not feel that you got to take things that you don't want or take people along that you don't want. What else? See, you're not taking anything or anyone. You know about selling out. You know who already sold out too. And you're claiming or reclaiming your inner child. There may have been something that felt even parasitic, right? Maybe it felt like it was draining. This is something that you're recovering from. Something that tried to take away your joy or your ability to reclaim a new beginning for yourself without worry, stress, guilt, shame, whatever it is, regret. There may have been someone too, maybe closely, that you were really close with here, that downgraded. They're feeling the burn. I feel that you would also resonate with the last SOS reading now that I said that. And the video link is in the description. Some type of karma has been activated because someone downgraded or chose, either by behavior or decision, they chose a path that their soul is going to have to continue to go through. They're going to have to continue to feel a burn, where yours is a spiritual burn, where it's not, it's something that refines you, not either define you or make you feel like you're downgrading. Let's continue and see what else. Victim consciousness. This is what you're letting go. You're also witnessing something here when it comes to traps in life. Mental, physical, other people, whatever it is. But we do have to be aware that this is still at play. This is an energy that may still try to hook you. into feeling like there's nothing else that can happen for you, or hopeless here. So let's get more about this victim consciousness. What's important for Cancer to know about this victim consciousness? Because some of you might be leaving some people behind, or where they just, it's like always excuses, or they just don't see a way out. Because remember what I said, Cancer, your burns or lessons are spiritual, where it refines you. This person keeps going through burns where it's like, for some reason, they can't get out of the same pattern. They have the inability to either believe in themselves or just take ownership of something. So yeah, you got to have patience. Also have patience for yourself too, especially if you've got a lot going on in the mental plane, okay? But have patience. Confidence doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen instantly. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes sometimes it takes us having to get, through some challenges and burns in life, right? But know that you've established something really good and healthy for yourself. So sit tight here. I mean, you got 2 cards about patience here. Also, Spirit is saying that time is going to reveal something for you. So don't be in your head about too much, okay? What else? But some of you Cancers, I feel that there's people, or maybe family members, or people that you're around, could be coworkers, peers, I don't know, where it's like you just pick up on their inability, to see something here where you can see a breakthrough for them. But, it's like you just kind of have to have patience and let them figure it out. In the meantime, you're just building your own faith muscles and doing what you can to strengthen it. Have faith when it comes to whatever it is that you are warranted to have here. It's happening. It truly is. What else? Oh, we got a soulmate here. See, feeling right at home. So allow a soulmate to appear in your life the way that Spirit is gifting this person to you. And sometimes they come, as a friend, as a family, a lover, in different steps. It's going to be right for how Spirit is activating you and your willingness to open up even more and deeper. And sometimes it just takes, baby steps. But you've got a soulmate, definitely here. And so Spirit is saying, have patience. There's nothing that you're going to be denied by. And your soulmate, if you don't have them or feel that you have them right now, however it feels good and comfortable for you, they're with you spiritually and they will appear physically. I mean, you got the thing about the lovers and unity here. It's bound to happen. And it may happen sooner than you realize. What else? Nope, that is actually it. So before we end the reading, I want to find out for you, Cancer, what you need to know when it comes to preparing for the new moon, okay? And that's going to happen in a couple of weeks. So what does Cancer need to do to prepare for the new moon, which can be a time where you can set new intentions, new blessings, new miracles, or whatever, okay? So let's see what you need to know to prepare for the new moon, because I feel like it's kind of nice to tie in the full moon and the new moon together here. Oh my gosh, you really are getting over some type of rejection, or for some of you, you might have rejected someone and it may just really hurt your heart, right? So take it how it resonates for you. But you're preparing yourself for the new moon by overcoming rejection, knowing your worth, knowing your beauty here, knowing you are star quality. Rejection is God's protection. This is what's going to prepare you for the new moon. I hope that this was helpful for you, Cancer. Love and light. Take care.